are the problems we have with addictions, with our self-destructive habits, with our negative habits, with our soft addictions to pornography, to food, to laziness. Are these real problems? Are these our enemies? Or are these truly our teachers in life, our dance partners? Now I want to help reframe our struggles as the forces of enemy in our lives, this evil, devilish existence. Because that's not necessarily the case. Our addictions are a source of our growth. Our negative habits are just like our triggers within relationships, right? They are a point for us to recognize a small area of our life that can improve only if we devote time and attention and energy to it. They are only a point of potential growth. And we don't tend to see that. We demonize our struggles, our problems. Because we demonize them, then we must hide them away. Because of course, if something is evil and devilish and just wrong, it's so taboo that it must be kept in secret. And that's the wrong way to view these things. Our issues, first of all, are very much common within all of us. Most of us love to overeat. Most of us love to overdrink. Most of us, potentially as men, love to watch pornography. These issues coexist in just about everyone at different various levels, of course. However, to demonize these problems, we are only doing ourselves a disservice, because we create this taboo cloud over these issues, and instead of creating a community that supports these things and normalizes them, we demonize them. And anything that is taboo, anything that is negative, is by nature becomes a source of attraction for the ego, for the psyche. And that's the exact approach that we should be taking. Once we normalize something as a negative habit that we all struggle with, right, then it suddenly becomes quite normal. And it suddenly becomes irrelevant to our day-to-day lives. So as we indulge in it, we remove the sense of guilt. And as we remove the sense of guilt, we start to even desire less, because the ego does not feel satisfied when there's no guilt. This is absolutely crazy. The ego wants you to feel guilty. Therefore, the ego pushes you to pursue more pornography, to pursue more alcohol. The ego wants you to feel shame. The ego wants you to feel powerless, feel like a victim, right? And what I'm suggesting here is that instead of focusing on not pursuing alcohol, instead of focusing on not pursuing pornography or eliminating these things out of our lives, specifically eliminating them entirely, cold turkey, which is a step too far in terms of the level of pressure we create ourselves, what we can do instead is to allow them to be there, yet instead we can remove the guilt, we can remove the shame. I'm allowed to drink myself to death. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm allowed to spend the rest of my life watching pornography and doing nothing else. There's nothing wrong with that. And once the guilt is gone, then the ego gets no satisfaction. Once the shame is gone, the ego receives no pleasure. When the guilt, the shame, the regret, when these things are fading out, the ego has nothing else to hold on to. And that's when I win. I win when the ego feels powerless. I want you to think about that. You are not in war with your addictions. You are only dancing with your addictions. And behind that addiction, it's really your own ego. It's really your own subconscious, victimized mind who's convincing you that you need these things in order to survive. And that is false. And the more you prove that to yourself, the more you create evidence night after night, day after day, that you can not sip any alcohol, you can not overeat, you can avoid your negative destructive habits, wherever those are. You cannot gamble today. And tomorrow morning you wake up and you're still alive. You haven't died from it. Then the ego will fade away. Slowly and surely will fade away. What's crucial to recognize is that it will never be entirely gone. And so the journey of an addict has only begun, because this entire dance, it's as if we're dancing to a music that never stops. It's musical chair that never stops. Our dance with our addictions is a journey of lifelong. Is a journey of lifelong dedication and commitment to our own health, to the health of a conscious mind, not resisting, not denying, not demonizing anything that is good or bad, but to witness all of our desires and to consciously choose what suits us the most, and to also consciously allow what's not meant for us to come and go slowly and surely. Thank you.